Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get back to it. We're in Genesis chapter 37. All right. And Jacob dwelt in the land of his father's sojourning, in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph being 17 years old was feeding the flock with his brethren, and he was a lad with his son of Bilhan, and with his son Zebulun, his father's wives. And Joseph brought the evil report of them to their father. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, and they hated him, and could not spake peaceable unto him. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it to his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my shepherd arose and also stood upright. And behold, your shepherds came around about and made obstinance to my shepherd. And his brethren said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for the dream and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told it to his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed yet a dream, and behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars made obedience to me. And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee, to the earth? And his brethren envied him. But his father kept the saying in mind, and his brethren went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said unto Joseph, Are not thy brethren feeding the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, Here I am. And he said to him, Go now, see whether it is well with thy brethren, and well with the flock, and bring me word again. So he went him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field, And the man asked him, saying, What seekest thou? And he said, I am seeking my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they are feeding the flock. And the man said, They are departed hence. For I heard them say, Let us go to Doeth. And Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Doeth. And they saw him afar off, and behold, he came near unto them. They conspired against him to slay him. And they said one to another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him unto one of the pits, and we will say, An evil beast has devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not take his life. And Reuben said unto them, Shed no blood, cast him unto the pit that is in the wilderness, but lay on no hand upon him, that he might deliver him out of their hand, to restore to his father. And it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph of his coat, a coat of many colors, that was on him, and they took him and cast him into the pit. And the pit was empty, there was no water in it. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a caravan of Ishmaelites was coming from Gilead with their camels, bearing spices and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. And Judah said unto them, Brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and Ceal, his blood? Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, and he is our brother, our flesh. And his brethren hearkened unto him. And they passed by Midrat's merchants, and they dwelled and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph unto Egypt. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit. And he rent his clothes, and he returned unto his brother, and said, The child is not, and whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat, and killed a he-goat, and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father, and said, This have we found. Know now whether it is thy son's coat or not. And he knew it, and said, It is my son's coat. An evil beast had devoured him. Joseph is without doubt torn in pieces. And Jacob rent his garments, and put sackcloth unto his loins, and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, For I shall go down to Sheol to my son mourning. And his father wept for him. And the Midrites sold him unto Egypt, unto potters, and officer of Pharaoh's, the captain of the guard. Okay, there's a few things I can get from this. So, I'm not saying Joseph is Jesus, but you can see kind of like the parallels. Joseph is having these dreams that are, they're different, and not everyone's appealing of those. They don't. His father even rebuked him, and his brothers definitely didn't like it. But it was intended for him, as we can see later on as we read more. But Joseph, as the parallel you can take from it is that Joseph, being one of the brothers, his own brothers, wanted to kill him. What did Jesus' people wanted to do to him? You see what I'm saying? Just putting that out there. But like I said, I'm not saying Joseph is Jesus. It just, we can see this story in somewhere else in the Bible, and we kind of connect it. Not saying that they're the same person, but something of this nature has happened, in a sense. Like when Isaac, Abraham was about to sacrifice his son, but God stopped it. That can be in reference to Jesus being the sacrifice. So, you know what I mean? It connects. Okay. That's why the Old Testament is very important, and the New Testament is very important. Yes, we live by the New Testament, but the Old Testament backs up the New Testament. But for any Christians, any new Christians, I do need to specify this. Any new Christians to the faith, please start in Matthew. I would love to tell you to start in Genesis, but as we are in Genesis and I'm speaking about this, probably need to start in Matthew. There's a lot of things that may get you more confused, may have you in a very wild place. So really just hone in on the New Testament and then go back to the Old Testament and then kind of just start piecing everything together. But for my seasoned veterans, okay, y'all know Jesus, y'all think y'all know Jesus. Y'all been in church, y'all been around church, y'all done read the word, but y'all haven't read the word. I would start in Genesis, because for people that have a strong base, start in Genesis. For people that just coming in, start in Matthew. Okay, so but yeah, back to this specific chapter. We can see one person, Reuben, had some type of remorse. So I was kind of like, hey, look, y'all, this is crazy. Okay, we don't like the guy, but we shouldn't kill him. That's remorse in a sense, but still, Like, he was just having dreams. Why y'all hate that man that much? And I'm sure at this age, he was like very small child. Wasn't gonna bother y'all too much. You know what I mean? Just a little kid, bro. But, obviously all this had to happen. Like, this was prophecy. In a sense. Well, it was prophecy because he had to get to Egypt so he can save his family because of the famine. But this also goes to show how God, as long as you allow him, is so much in control. He's unstoppable, you know. That just goes to show how powerful he is. But only when you let him. If you don't allow him to be a part of your life, your sin will kill you. It will. Your sin will kill you. It's sin. It does not benefit you any. It just hinders you. So, when you live in sin, your sin will kill you. So you will be killing yourself, in a sense. So, let's not do that, okay? Alright. But from anything else from this, nothing else really stands out to me. It's just the 20 pieces of silver. So that was 20. There's always some silver and some gold. I mean, what was it, silver? 20 pieces. Oh, yeah, 20 pieces. 20 pieces of silver. Always some money, huh? But also when it all comes together, in chapter 50, I know I'm kind of jumping around. Joseph does forgive his brothers. Kind of like different because the brothers was like, oh man, I hope he doesn't be mad because our dad died and now he's gonna take vengeance out. He was just being nice. So we're gonna write a little letter saying, oh, this is what dad said, don't hurt us. That's a little weird, but you can see that Joseph did have forgiveness for them and blessed them, had understanding for them, just like Jesus does with us. But again, not saying Joseph was Jesus, just saying there's parallels to bring things together, and why things happen the way they happen is because it was all divinely planned. Okay. Yeah. That would be all for me today. Hope y'all have a great evening, day, morning, night, whenever you're watching this. Stay blessed, stay alert, stay prayed up, and go with God. Oh, love all my haters, love all my supporters, and go with God.